Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I am Adrian.
And I'm Rob.
Today we're going to be talking about The Invisible Man. So The Invisible Man stars Elizabeth Moss, and she plays Cecilia, who's in a recently separated relationship with a brilliant scientist, and she's living with a friend, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
and so she now recently finds that her ex is dead, but it's not all that what it seems, and so goes on from there. So Rob, why don't you?
I'll take over from here because Adrian, you're being very vague, which
I'm being
you're
very
supposed to
vague
be,
because I didn't see
'cause you did not see
the
the
film. I
movie.
didn't get a chance to see it, but you did. So
did.
let's go ahead and talk about it.
I'll take over from here. Right. So Elizabeth Moss. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. She plays a character who's in the very beginning of the movie. You get the sense she's in an abusive relationship, and so that's what she's trying to get away from. And the whole, I'd say, the first 10 minutes of the movie, you're going through her like getting ready to get out of there, and you kind of see, you don't really get to invest too much in the I can't remember the guy's name, but the person who she's with, who's being abusive towards you don't really get to invest too much with him and their relationship. So you really don't know kind of why, or who he is. But you, as she's leaving, you start to see little things where lead you to believe this guy is, a pretty intelligent man. Anyways, when she has a friend who helps her get away, and her sister as well. They help her get away from that situation, and like you were saying, they do find, it just happens that this man dies, and it's in the paper and stuff. And then so she's kind of at ease, she feels safe, and then little things start to happen. Knobs get turned, and stuff gets moved, and I like the way this movie, I got a feeling of like almost, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Paranormal Activity. I got a feeling of this movie where it was just like, you don't know, and the movie does a good job of this, where you don't know if she's actually like, is she's crazy, or because of everything that happened.
Because they're kind of playing on like her mental state.
They're playing on her mental state of everything, and so you don't know if she's actually crazy or if she's like, if things are really happening. And the movie does a good job of where you feel like, wait, hold on, is she just seeing this in her mind, or are these things really happening?
Okay.
And it
calls into question like her reliability as
Yes.
a narrator and her perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it does a great job of that. And everyone in this movie, including the younger girl in this movie, they all do an amazing job. And it's just this movie is just really suspenseful, and I don't want to like give too much away because there is a payoff at the end, but there are some scenes in this movie that are shocking, kind of gory, and there's just parts in this movie where I was like, me personally, I was just kind of like, I stopped breathing because I'm waiting for something to happen.
So it sounds like it was really tense thriller.
Yes, it's very suspenseful. It's just, I really enjoy this movie. As far as things that I would have to nitpick about certain things, kind of the plot and how certain things happen when stuff starts to unfold. And how you're like, once you start to think about it, you're like, wait a minute, if this person was there and this person's there, how the timing and stuff like that. But
certain things are a bit questionable.
Yes,
like it didn't make sense.
But overall, it's a good movie. There's not too much.
Okay, so because you're a resident horror expert, as a horror film, how does this work for you? It works as a horror film now.
You know what? Yes, it works as a horror film in the aspect of that there's not too many really gruesome scenes, but there are
things that create like tension that kind of keep you on the edge of your seat and like
definitely
build that terror.
Definitely, in my opinion, I'll say this movie is very suspenseful.
Okay,
like
cool.
Really, really suspenseful, and it's also it makes you think a lot about just little things that you're like, did that move? Didn't that move? And because you are kind of you're in the mental state of this woman.
Yeah, because you're seeing everything from her POV, and
So
it sounds like the director did a good job of putting you in her shoes.
Yes,
and feeling what she's feeling.
And the director, I believe, was the director. He also did Upgrade. And you definitely get, because Upgrade had certain vibes the way this movie does, and you definitely get the feel of that. But it's just great. I really enjoyed this movie.
Really enjoyed it. So I can guess where you're gonna go, but I'll ask you anyway. Are you gonna get off the fence and watch this film, or are you gonna stay on the fence and maybe wait for VOD or something?
Here's the thing, Adrian, is I'm gonna get off the fence.
All right.
But you don't know if I'm gonna get off the fence because I could be invisible. Because it's the Invisible Man.
So were you really on the fence at all?
Who knows? No, I'm going to get off this fence because this movie is really good. I definitely say you should watch this in the theater because of, the sound. Like, just the sound in this movie. Like, the music and how they use sound. Because just the way things are, like, you don't see stuff. Okay. Obviously, it's called The Invisible Man, but you don't see things. So sound plays a big part.
So there's a lot of, like, maybe, like, quiet moments where there's tension being built, and then they use little things and tricks with the sound.
Exactly what he
said. It's very similar to maybe A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
What they did there. Okay, cool. That sounds cool. So, I mean, I was a bit on the fence. Like, I was going to watch it because we have our channel. I knew I was going to do the review, but, like, stuff came up, so I wasn't able to go see it. But
he was too scared.
Okay, I guess.
It's okay.
I am. But hearing you say all these great things, and I've heard other great things from other people as well, how it kind of pushes me off the fence to want to go see it. So that's good. That encourages me.
Now you have something to look forward to.
Now I do. So guys, why don't you comment down below and let us know what you thought of The Invisible Man. Are you going to get off the fence, or are you going to maybe don't recommend it, feel like it's overhyped? I don't know. But anyway, why don't you give us a follow on Instagram at On The Fence Movie Reviews. And also don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share with all of your friends.
And remember, we'll catch you on the fence.